Okay, cool. How are we doing, boys? How are we doing? Who's going to be up first? It is going to be the Warlock, Seth. Or Seth going to be able to actually play it out. Kachikan is charging right in right now off the bat. Has to go versus the Demonology Warlock. We'll see how well that works for him. He's going to go for a massive burst off the bat, getting stunned up. There's going to be shadow bolts for Seth into a fear coming out. It's going to be reflected by Kachikan. Trying to see if he can reflect some damage onto Seth. And Seth is actually taking a fair amount of damage. He's going to get a horror effect into hand and go down. Going to get a few insta-casts. He's going to get the big demonic tyrant trying to come out. Is going to come out. Fear coming out onto all the pets. And Kachikan is just going to sit there for a little bit with that Warlock Fear. Not even going to hit the Warlock for a bit. Just getting some heals off the pets. Trying to go for a stun. That tyrant is going to be able to get some free damage onto Kachikan. But that Fear did lock him out for quite a bit. That's like 5-6 shots onto Kachikan. Mallet Chicken coming down onto the warrior. But Seth is in a bad spot. Is going to get a massive Warlock heal into a safety chicken off that. Kachikan is continuing to pound damage into this Warlock. Going to go for a Shadow Fury. Blazer coming out for Kachikan. Big board coming out for Seth. Trying to get a Fear rolling. Stun coming out by Cat. Has Seth and Mexican. Trying to land another Fear. Does land the Fear. Breaks out of it with a Trinket. Drain life coming out for Seth. Kachikan's health is not looking amazing. Doesn't want to use his big defenses. Seth's health is not looking that great either. Kachikan does get himself a charge heal. Stun coming on to Kachikan. No way out of that one. He's not going to be back-to-back CC by Seth maybe. He's trying to get some insta-cast. Kachikan is going to get a reflect up and running. Did use commanding shot a little bit early. Fear trying to come out onto Kachikan. Has a way out of it. Probably no actual full Fear. Does get a charge off onto Seth. Seth's health is barely any there. Does get it through it back. Execute. Kachikan does end up taking him out. He's looking up next. Who is it up next? It's going to be Sigmata from good old Ragnaros. Says Kachikan give himself a first aid. Cool. We got ourselves a setup, boys. Kachikan has a fair amount of health. Still held on to his big cooldown. Let's see how well he deals against this rogue. And it's going to be Kachikan with a big old bow. And Sigmata went for a cower. I do love that. I do love that. Maybe Sigmata is just trying to roleplay here, dude. He's just trying to fake out Kachikan. Kachikan is going to be at full health. Sigmata is an assassination, so he's going to be able to deal with Kachikan's health fairly efficiently. Kachikan does want to get charges off of this rogue. Could maybe go for a charge. It's going to be a pretty early feint for Sigmata right now as he's building comp points off of Kachikan. Is going to sprint next to him. Try not to give the warrior what he wants, which is a charge. He's going to go for a big old vendetta. Big cooldowns coming out onto Kachikan off of that kidney. Kachikan is trying to maybe get a heal. Shadow Step coming out. Is going to be able to get a leap away from Sigmata. Could go for a big old charge off of the rogue after this. Trying to see if he can get a charge in. Is going to be able to charge in and heal. Hasn't used the big heal yet. Evasion coming out pretty early for Sigmata. Kachikan is just going to get a slow onto the rogue. No Shadow Step available. Does have slows. And Kachikan needs to get a heal rolling. Does get a fear rolling. War Storm coming out. Is going to be able to land a massive heal off of the rogue. Blind coming out onto his cooldowns. Sigmata is going to be able to get himself a heal rolling. Waiting for Kachikan's big CDs. If you want to go at him, Trinket is going to be available for Cat. Does get a slow into the rogue. Does find him. Garou does get to hit. Saving himself up for that kidney. Is going to go for a blaze storm in case the kidney came out. He's going to get a charge heal off of the rogue. He does get a kidney. That's going to be tricking out of Cat though. Sigmata is trying to find a way to live with this. Another charge comes in. Not letting this rogue go anywhere. Kachikan gets himself another heal. Big damage coming out. Sigmata has no way to deal with this. He's going to get a vanish off. And Kachikan is going to leap up. Pick up the set of eyes. And he's going to try to look for this rogue. Try to go for first aid, but the dots are on him. Sees the rogue, charge comes in. As the Garou comes out, he's going to get himself a heal rolling. Another Garou comes out back to back. Full kidney coming down to Cat. Can he live this kidney? Can he live it? That is the question. Oh my god. Does get himself a Bloodthirst in charge. Another Bloodthirst in back to back. Barely has any health. Cloaking Shot is available for Sigmata as he has a feint rolling. Sigmata is in a bad spot. Execute ready. It does get executed by the warrior named Kachikan of this rogue. Full vendetta. Everything back to back. And he's just ready to go for another duel. Does get a small heal off of Shifty. Looks at Shifty. He's like, you know what? Let's get into the duel, man. Is going to get a short stun of his own. Big old cooldowns coming out for Shifty as well. Big reflect coming in for Kachikan. Reflect a lot of damage back to Shifty. Oh my god, Shifty is obliterating himself during that big old incarn. That's going to be Kachikan fighting himself with Shifty onto the platform. He's going to get a charge heal as Shifty is trying to get away. Kachikan decide, you know what, I'm going to commit some damage. I'm going to get some heals. Stealth Flare coming down. Kachikan is just going to have to eat that dot. There's going to be Barskin coming in pretty early. Shifty is going to get a disarm into Kachikan. Kachikan is going to get a slow. Actually, big lead back to Shifty. Looks like Shifty is the one on the defensive. Kachikan is going to get another charge. Shifty could go for a heal. Does go for a heal in bear form. Kachikan is just still on his ass the whole time. Is going to get a Blaze Storm rolling so he doesn't get slowed too much. Shifty is looking for a reset with a stealth. But Kachikan is sailing through the platform as a BFA. He can hit through the wall. Don't really understand why that's a thing, but it is a thing. And Shifty is going to stay in cat form. Still power shifting to stay mobile. Is back into boomy form. Has a disarm for Kachikan most likely if he needs it. Kachikan, Thorns coming out right now. Kachikan is just going to hit through them. Execute coming down. Does execute him before the Thorns end up doing a lot of noticeable damage. Up next, Kachikan versus Soda. Soda player is going to be able to disengage out of a big old boomy leap out. Back into cat form. Kachikan looks like he's just going to go under. Gonna force his druid under with him. Gonna get a charge off that. He's gonna get a massive heal off of him back to back and 4% dampening. That's gonna be root onto Kachikan with chickens out of the root. Gonna stay on the druid. Big leap coming in for the druid. Kachikan is not phased by it. Continue to move around. And it's gonna be Soda play in the execute range and Kachikan snipes him out. Up next, the next guy. Kachikan is just chaining these druids back to back. Another set of thorns. Kachikan is gonna get a reflecting back all this damage into Jizak. Jizak is actually taking a lot of damage. Barskin coming down as he's just so just gonna obliterate back to back. Bear form coming down, trying to live this a little bit longer. Barskin up for just a few more moments. Does get a root onto Kachikan. We're just throwing weapons at him. He's throwing everything. Charge back in onto Jizak. Kachikan got some beefy cooldowns rolling. Is actually gonna bail away from Jizak for just a moment. Looks like Kachikan is waiting for something. Not sure what. Gonna get a charge off. That's what I think he wanted to do. Get a charge off, get back into Jizak. Cyclone trying to come out. Not gonna land. Interrupted onto nature. Arcane spells all coming out for Jizak. Could get some damage out from running into execute range in bear form. His last set of defense. Kachikan is now looking to get a charge in. Does get a rooted though. Jizak needs to go for heals back to back. Regrowth 1. Regrowth 2. Regrowth 3. Regrowth 4. And Kachikan does get to leap in and swipe at Jizak. Forcing him back in combat before he can catch a re-stealth. Jizak gets dots rolling. Thorns are up and running. Kachikan's going to get a reflect. Cyclone coming out to Jizak. He gets to live another day for just a moment, but Kachikan has a big old execute ready to bake in. Does get a nice old flex in there and executes him out. Kachikan just ends up eliminating everybody throughout those duels. Round of applause for our boy. Round of applause for our man. Kachikan! I like it. I like it. The rest of the guys on Kachikan's group, though, didn't get to play. So maybe we can get Kachikan versus Zakati. Zakati has some new people in. That'd be cool. This is going to play Warrior again. God damn it. Dude, you gotta play some Warrior Blazer. Just transfer your Warrior to Horde. You could do that.